Christ on a bike. This is amazing, this episode. This honestly is my favorite finale of the entire series and probably my favorite episode of this entire season. So anyways, the episode pretty much begins with Starlight being invited to a party from the old village that she was from. However, she kind of has nightmares and doubts about herself going back there, to the point that when she is given an idea to be a bit of a leader, she goes against it. This whole idea of her not wanting to be a leader is something that she kind of does not want to go for, and she keeps trying to go against it because she feels as though if she was a leader again, she'd go back to the way that she was prior. However, as shown throughout the episode, she learned pretty much the lesson that sometimes you're just not given the choice. Sometimes you have to be the leader, even if you really don't want to be the leader. You've got to step up, and if you don't step up, then that could mean a lot of bad things could happen in the future. I know I'm overanalyzing that kind of moral, but I can't help but understand it completely. I'm someone who doesn't like to put himself in the leadership role. I'm someone who likes to play the advisor role. So whenever I'm forced into the leadership role, while I don't like going for it, I will go and be the leader if I have to. Like, if I have to step up and be the leader, I will step up and be the leader. And that's what Starlight learned right there. She learned she had to step up. She couldn't just say, I don't want to be the leader. I don't want to be the leader. Because the situation demanded, and otherwise, that she needs to be the leader. She needs to stop worrying about herself losing herself or becoming her past self and step up when it's necessary. Especially considering that the entirety, or at least the key figures of all over Equestria, were taken over by changelings, all ran by Queen Chrysalis. So pretty much the entire episode has Discord, Starlight, Trixie, and Thorax going into the changeling hive to try to save their friends, and it honestly has some of the greatest, I guess the best way to put it is that it kept me on the edge of my seat. The fact that they had to go through this entire location with no magic, and the fact that Starlight had to learn to become a leader, to come up with these plans on the fly, and figure out ways to fix this situation, it kept me on the edge of my seat. And there were a couple of twists that I was kind of like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. That it made me really enjoy the episode. It was kind of hard for me to keep guessing at times. And I will say this, I'm pretty sure a few people might not like the ending where Chrysalis decided not to accept Starlight's little thing and go back to just being who she is, but let's be honest, people, not everyone is going to, actually want to go for the route that they want to go for. Let's face it, there are some people that genuinely believe what they believe and will go to their graves believing what they believe. That's Chrysalis, basically, in many cases. She is, even though she's been shown, how wrong she is in her thought process, she completely, refuses to look and listen and just decides to continue with what she thinks is right. So all in all, what do I think about this episode? It's a freaking good finale. I think this is my favorite finale, like I said. Starlight was really good. I love the back and forth between Trixie and Starlight. Trixie and Discord was probably the funniest thing ever because they just kept mouthing off at each other like, I'm a spirit of chaos and you're just a dumb illusionist. And yeah, and you're a klutzy Draconicus. And otherwise, it's so much fun, the back and forth between the characters. And I love the moral of the idea where Starlight hating the idea of being the leader, but she eventually had to step up. Sometimes you're not given that choice. And I can relate to this moral in many ways. So, all in all, this is my favorite episode of the entire season and my favorite finale of the entire series. That's how much I love this episode. And that's my speed impressions. On to where and back again.